Started, I want to welcome everyone to the 2024 Spring National Signing Day. My name is Josiah Tawef. I'm the college recruiting coordinator here at Liberty Christian. And before we get started, if you would all bow your heads and join me in prayer. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you. Thank you for this community of Liberty Christian. Thank you for the blessing of sports and all that, the lessons that it teaches and things that can be accomplished through it and because of it. We recognize it as a good gift from you. I pray that these athletes here and every athlete would continue to compete, practice, work in a way that's honoring to you. So we give you the praise, the honor, and the glory. In your name we pray. Amen. I just want to say, I think it's, before we turn it over to the coaches, I think it's so cool that this time is set aside for the upper school and the friends and family to come here and support these athletes in their decision to sign and compete in college. So I know the names are going to be up there, the sport and the college, but very briefly before the coaches begin to speak on behalf of the athletes, I'm going to introduce them rapid fire and let you know their names, their sport, and where they're going very quickly. So feel free to give them a short round of applause as I rattle these off. Starting over here to my right, Christina Driver for track and field, University of St. Thomas. Ryan Kane for football, University of Texas, Permian Basin. Max Saul for football, University of Central Oklahoma. Antonio Simone, football, Rose-Hulman, Institute of Technology. Francesca Carbone, volleyball, New Mexico Highlands University. Brooklyn Fancher, basketball, Oklahoma Christian University. And Mason Zeman for baseball, Wayland Baptist University. So we will start. Each coach is just going to give a 2-minute, 3-minute spiel on their player, the relationship they developed over the past couple years. I'm going to start with Coach Kelly down here.
All right, first and foremost, I'm extremely grateful to be a part of today's signing ceremony, and particularly thankful to Christina for allowing me the opportunity to speak on her behalf today. So I've only known Christina for 2 years, but I can confidently say that over the past 2 years, we've gotten to know each other pretty well. So today is very special for me to be able to celebrate this amazing young lady. When you think of Christina Driver and her signing to compete for track at the next level, I can understand how some of you may look and say that this is an expected outcome. She does have championship DNA. But for those of you who are blessed enough to truly know Christina, we know that yes, her genetics certainly didn't hurt her, but the real reason that she's sitting here today is because of her discipline, her dedication, and her outlook. Talent alone didn't get her in this seat today. It was the many practices, strength training, and jump sessions, some all the way in South Dallas. Those were the things that were above and beyond what was asked of her that has made the difference. It was the discipline to know that the process of preparation was necessary, and that if the preparation was in order, then the opportunities would naturally come. Christina was very upfront about her goals from the very first day I met her. She knew that she wanted to, when she closed the book on her high school track and field days, that she wanted to compete at the next level. The beauty of her journey is not only in this celebration today, but also in watching discipline turn into desire for her. Oftentimes when you begin to pursue a goal, no matter what it is, getting better grades, getting faster, growing closer to God, the process of discipline may seem burdensome. But for people like Christina, who are able to power through the discipline phase, you will arrive at a point where what used to seem burdensome has now become a desire and is enjoyable. Seeing that journey in you, Christina, has been amazing. And I hope that others can latch on to the legacy of hard work and discipline that you are leaving behind here at Liberty. I pray that you always remember the joy found not only in today's outcome, but also in this journey. The last thing that I think is important to highlight today is Christina's outlook on this process. I think it can help others who have similar aspirations, and I hope it remains a reminder for you today and for you for years to come. From the beginning, Christina was able to have a long-term view of success. She took the valuable tidbits from every loss and every victory and stored them away. She always continued to keep her eyes on the prize and her ultimate goal. This mindset prevented her from dwelling on any individual losses or victories, which now in this moment all seem very insignificant. But far too often, we get emotionally bound to results of each individual opportunity, and we lose our focus on our why. With Christina, I've always been impressed with her ability to feel appropriate emotions in the moment and then move on with her eyes fixed on the prize. Christina, this is such a valuable skill set. Never lose your ability to keep your eyes focused on the big picture. And as you go on to this next chapter, I pray that you know that everything you need to be successful, God has already planted within you. He's equipped you with the ability and the community to handle every challenge that may come your way. Know that you always have family and an extremely loud cheering section here at Liberty. Know who you are, and most importantly, whose you are, and you'll be just fine. Christina, you have proven to be a remarkable example of both grace and grit, and I'm so proud to have been a small part of your incredible journey. Isaiah 45:2 says, I will go before you and I will level the mountains. I will break down the gates of bronze and cut the bars of iron. Know that God has gone already to St. Thomas. So now, all that's left to do is run fast and jump far. Love you, girlie.
Crazy. Oh, you just here for moral support? You just out here for moral support? Okay. My guy Kane, Ryan Kane. Since day one, Ryan was a priceless value add to our team, on and off the field. I could tell as soon as we met, right, the way he carries himself. He's quiet, but he's confident. He's sure. He knows who he is. He knows what needs to get done. He's not really a big rah-rah guy, right? But he's absolutely about his business. He's a man on a mission. He's going to, no doubt, accomplish great things in college. And it was an absolute blessing to be able to coach Ryan this past year and see him develop. He comes over to the sideline, and he's one of the, we like to pride ourselves as a team, as a program on having high football IQ. So when you come off to the sideline, we're talking the same language. We're not, misinformed when we go back on the field. And Ryan can come off. He's one of those guys, high intellect, and he can come off and say exactly what happened, word for word. I know Coach Griff's probably going to mention it too, but I love that about him. And then off the field, in the classroom, how he does anything is how he does everything. And I know he's going to take that work ethic, his trust in the Lord, to UTPB and be an asset for them and even beyond his years in college. So, Ryan, I love you, and it's an honor to get to coach you, my man.
Proud of you, dog. Coach T kind of said it best. Ryan, man, I alluded to it during our banquet. Man, I'm gonna miss you, bro. This is I'm not even gonna talk football. Ryan and I have a really good relationship off the field. Yes, it was a blessing to be able to be his coach on the field, but off the field, he's extremely determined. He knows what he wants. He's willing to work for it. He's willing to do anything to put himself in a better position to be able to go get it. I told him this, and I told the coaches this. I truly believe that within my first year for sure, but that he embodies everything that Warrior football is all about. Day one buy-in, I came in a little later than when he started, but from the time that I got here, he was just relentless in where he wanted to be. And there's no surprise that he's sitting at this table right now. He's one of those type of kids that you hate that you only get to coach him 1 year. And I think that us as an entire school, as in a football program, we're going to miss his presence. Now I'm going to talk to you about life. Hey, man, I'm a phone call and a text away. We've been talking about this moment right here since you and I met. And I know Coach Chris McCullough and all of them at UTPB are super excited to get you. I know you're going to compete day one, but your story's already been written, bro. And the Lord put you here for a reason. Ms. Kane, thank you for allowing me to be in his life because aside from coaching, I try to be a big brother and a mentor. So, and Ryan has allowed me to do that and challenged me when I haven't done it. So, I love you. I'm proud of you, and I'm super excited, man. And all the way from Argyle, Texas, bro, I'll be cheering for you out in Odessa. So I'm proud of you.
So I was blessed to be able to speak on behalf of Mac. For the seniors' last tackle. It's the last practice of the year. The seniors get up there, and the coach is able to say a few words on a player that they've developed a relationship with and gotten to coach over the years, or however long that time is. For Mac, he came to us at the perfect time. I was in Copus at the beginning of last year, 2022, fall of 22. He came to us, and really an answered prayer, just in terms of the position and the needs, but also an answered prayer in the terms of having to develop myself as a coach. So the timing of it, we had to get to know each other on the field and off the field simultaneously. There was no spring, there was no summer to really start to develop that relationship and that rapport, and then take it, to Friday nights, to fall camp, to the playoffs, all of that. So we had to learn each other, right? How I coach, how he receives coaching, who he is as a player, who I am as a coach, and off the field as well. We developed a great relationship, and I was able we were able to have some great conversations and develop a great relationship. I'll never forget, we were having a good conversation, not even about football, just kind of about life, getting to know him, his family, his background, and where his head is at. It was a difficult move for him when his family came here from San Antonio, and he was just, he was struggling with it at the time, and so we were getting into that, and then we had practice later that day, and got onto him about something. I mean, really got after him, and the look in his eye of like, that's the same guy that was just talking to me about X, Y, and Z in my personal life is the guy that's coaching me this hard, and so that's the relationship that we had, and it's been an absolute honor. It's an honor to talk about you. It's an honor to know you. It's been an honor to coach you. You're strong-willed. You know what you want it your way, right? But you always took coaching and tough love well, and so I'm so excited to see what God does through you in your next chapter, buddy. I love you.
I had the privilege of coaching Antonio on the offensive line this year. The type of guy, definitely wish he got to coach more than 1 year. There's an ongoing joke in our offensive line room that, he was the favorite child. Yes, they're all smiling right now, but just all in all, though, I think, Nate and I had a conversation at the same time. I feel like I was also the hardest on him. Just, one-on-one talking to him about things that, he had to understand from a scheme-wise, what he had to do, just all around, just being the leader that he was on the field. I think that definitely, translates over to life. As Coach was talking about at the end of the year, how we shared with the team and the families, about seniors, talking about Antonio, just his mindset. If he wants to run the country one day, he has that type of mind. And just all in all, I think that his mentality and his genuine spirit, everything that he wants to do in life, he's going to accomplish because of, I think just all in all, it's not about football. That's why he's going to play for the Fighting Engineers. They are not the Elephants, for anybody that's, confused about it. But I mean, he's going to accomplish great things in life. And again, that's just from his mind and his heart. I mean, the type of guy he is, in the state semifinals, we're playing a team that like to talk a lot of trash to our guys. And Murphy asked Antonio if he would talk trash to him, and I didn't know that. And Antonio, after one play, said, "Murphy, you couldn't get past me even if you wanted to." And I just logically didn't think it made much sense, and I asked him, "What are you doing?" And Murphy said, "Coach, I asked him to say stuff to me to keep me under control, but I don't know what he's saying either." But that's just who he is. He's that type of kid. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He's a dog when the ball is snapped. But outside of that, I know that he wants to make people around him just better in everything that he does. I know that he wants to see us continue to thrive, this community thrive, and just wish him nothing but the best. And I know he's going to accomplish great things. And we're going to miss you, and we love you.
So this event is all about athletics. Everybody who's up here, I'm flanked by athletes. We're celebrating that. Celebrate that all the time. I'm going to speak to a different side of this young man. We put lots of people around here, especially the athletes, up on platforms. This is the honest truth, Antonio. If I was going to pick someone that I've had experience with from Liberty Christian, and I would put them on a platform and say, this is who we're making, this is who we are, warriors, this is the warrior way, you would be the guy. So you watched him play, you understand his athleticism and this and that, but I want to speak to his integrity, to his character, to his academics. This poor young man has suffered with me through 3 years and 4 quarters. If you know who I am, I teach arguably the hardest stuff here, and they're all electives, and he chose them all. So he upped 4 times for some of the hardest stuff that we have. He's just courageous, he's unbelievable in that. But in 3 years and 4 courses, I get to see the inside of this young man. And I'm telling you, the integrity, the morals, the character, the steel, the courage that's in him, just really proud. And I mean that. He asked me just a few minutes ago if I'd speak for him, and so I don't have a little note card here prepared or anything, but I have thought this as he's approached graduation. I've been thinking, who would I put up on a platform to say to the outside world, this is the kind of people that we're making. This is what we're calling a warrior. It would be this guy here. So it's just kind of a privilege to be able to stand here with you then. So thank you.
Okay, I'm Coach S, if you don't already know. I met Franny this summer at Strength and Conditioning. She was super quiet, but I was immediately impressed with her willingness to outwork most of our girls. She might not have been the strongest or the fastest, but you could tell from day one that she was a hard worker. Over the weeks, Franny slowly started coming out of her shell, but anytime she would have a question, it was always, excuse me, sorry to bother you, but I had to constantly tell her she wasn't bothering me, and I was her coach, and it was okay to ask questions, especially to a brand new program. Franny brought so much light to the volleyball team this year. She was so encouraging to every single one of her teammates and always had a positive mindset even when things got tough. During season, Franny came to me and basically told me she was going to play college volleyball no matter what and asked if I would help her with some extra things. I love the natural competitive drive that she had to make sure she would reach her goal to become a college volleyball player. I am so proud of Franny this year and her ability to come into a new school and achieve so much her senior year. It's apparent that she has a strong affection for the game, but it's even more evident how deeply she loves God. Franny, I can't wait to see what all you accomplish in your next steps in life. I have no doubt that your exceptional qualities as an athlete will continue to serve you well in your endeavors. I am so proud of you, and always remember to use God's gift He has given you to glorify Him. New Mexico Highlands University has no idea how blessed they are to have you as part of their program.
Okay, I'm Coach Maddie. I'm the assistant varsity coach. So today I'm honored to speak and celebrate Francesca Carbone. Her signing to play at New Mexico Highlands University is a testament to her dedication, hard work, and passion for the game. I have had the privilege of coaching Francesca for 1 season of her high school career. I have witnessed firsthand her commitment to growing as an athlete. This season she received All-District Honorable Mention 5A, the Grit Award, and she was a huge contribute to our back-to-back state title. Franny came into summer conditioning and open gym with goals in mind. Although she was only here for 1 season, you would not know it based on how she handles herself. Her impact on the season definitely left an impression on our program. Franny finished the season with 450 assists, 46 aces, a 91% serving percentage, and 139 digs. So that's pretty good for 1 season here. Francesca's journey to this moment has been paved with countless hours in the gym. Franny and I have had many one-on-one lessons and talks since season ended. Her goal was to play at the next level, and I'm so glad that she trusted to work with me on her off time. During our time together, she focused on perfecting her setting skills, bettering her defensive movement, blocking, and conditioning. Francesca approached every challenge that I gave her with determination and hunger for improvement. Beyond her athletic ability on the court, Francesca's character shines brightly. She is very personable and a sweet individual who embodies sportsmanship and Christ-like characteristics. Her infectious positivity and genuine kindness have not only endeared her teammates and coaches, but have also served as an inspiration to what we as Liberty Christian Volleyball strive towards. As Francesca starts her next chapter at NMHU, I have no doubt that she will continue to shine brightly, both as a player and an individual. I pray that you know this and that you will always remember that you have Liberty Christian Volleyball in your corner. Congratulations.
Well, I had the privilege of being around Brooklyn a couple years ago in basketball, and when I first was introduced to her, I was like, who is that young lady right there? And it was at a summer camp, and she was playing, and the coach or the person that was with me had said, well, she's going to play post for us. She's going to come off the bench, but one of her things is she falls down a lot. She falls down a lot, and she'll have little alligator tears when she gets up. And I took that as I coached her that year, and as I watched her play basketball for a couple of years, she did fall down. And she did have little alligator tears in her eyes every once in a while. But one thing that I noticed that talked a lot about her spirit was that she always got up. She always practiced really hard. She always finished hard. She always finished the games really hard. She did everything she could to be on the floor to help her teammates win. And even though I know she fell short this year, I know she was excited, she had fun, and she was really, really blessed to be with the kids that she was with this year. So I'm really happy for her. I'm very thankful that she's given me this opportunity to talk awesome things about her. She's an amazing kid, and I know she'll do great in college. Thank you, Brooklyn.
Mason Zeman. Z, you may know him as Peanut. Yeah. This guy right here has the confidence level of, I don't even know what you call it. He would 6'6", best athlete on the field. The way that he plays is just phenomenal. As a coach, you want a player that just plays hard and goes hard every single time. And I know that's what we get out of Z every time he steps on the field. And I feel like that's probably off the field too, as he walks around with this confidence that's unbelievable. And as an athlete, that's what you want. Z, it's an honor to stand here with you today. The ability to celebrate this moment's incredible. Not everyone gets this opportunity, so it's your hard work and your determination that got you here. Z's been a 2-year starter for us on the field. He's been a part of 2 district championships, so yes, baseball, the accolades have been a reflection of the countless hours you put in, but I want to talk about, which kind of the other coaches too, is we talk about what kind of kids they are. And so, Z, I don't think you'll understand the respect I have for you. To watch you grow over the last couple years has been amazing. It hasn't always been easy, and you know that, but God has always had the perfect plan for you. Your relentless effort to pursue Jesus and lean on Him, even when the times have been hard, is admirable. I pray and hope you've looked up to me, but what I want you to know more importantly is you made me a better man and a coach by watching you grow. Wayland Baptist is getting a dude, and not just on the field, but off the field, and one that will change their campus. And so I'm proud of you, and I love you, young man.
These signing days are such a cool part of my job, and I know the coaches, teachers feel the same way if they've built a relationship, if they developed a relationship with them inside the classroom or on and off the playing field. So I think very briefly, it's a quick reminder of three things. Firstly, how good God is and how much he loves us, how much he loves you. Lamentations 3:22 and 23 says, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." He's been faithful to bring you to this point. He's put the right relationships through teammates and coaches, the right adversity, the right wins and losses in your lives to afford you the opportunity that you have right now. Secondly, it reminds us what hard work can accomplish. Coach Jordan just touched on it, and some of these other coaches did as well, right? Being a good steward of the health and the athletic abilities that God has given is honoring. It's honoring to the Lord. And through hard work, through consistent practice, sweat, tears, and sacrifice, you've all been able to accomplish something that not a lot of athletes can. Not a lot of athletes have. And lastly, it reminds us about the importance of community. I'm sure there are plenty of you who did not or do not play sports or a team sport at least, and you ended up fine. You will end up fine. But I don't know if I would have ended up the same. I'm so incredibly grateful for the gift of sports. Like-minded, whether the background is the same or different, like-minded individuals working towards a common goal has been such an incredible gift in my life, and I'm sure the same in yours. We're all blessed to be part of an incredible community here at Liberty Christian and to have a hand in this community. And I'd like to think that it played a part in the journey of these athletes today. So to wrap it up, we're going to have our athletes sign. Coach Jordan's going to come up here, pray us out, and then upon dismissal, our athletes are going to get together for one big picture here, and then friends and family, while everyone is leaving, friends and family and coaches are more than welcome to come down for pictures. So at this time, yeah, you can go ahead and clap. At this time, athletes, if you would pick up your pens and sign away. Y'all can give them a round of applause.
Let's give another round of applause, please. We host 3 of these each year, and the cool thing about these is every single one of them is special. They're all different. They're all, every single athlete here deserved it. They competed, and it gives something to our other athletes to look forward to as well. And so it's an honor to be here. Liberty Christian not only builds athletes, but we get to do that with honoring and glorifying God in all that we do here at this school, and it's such an amazing place that we can do that. So bow with me, and again, when I'm done, we'll come up for pictures. Dear Heavenly Lord, we are just, we're in awe of this place and all the work that you are doing in this school and in these young kids' lives. And so we're thankful for our families, we're thankful for our coaches, we're thankful for our students. We just need all the pieces together to operate. And so just such an amazing place. And today is such a blessing, and it just shows the hard work that these young men and women are doing and that they've done and will continue to do. But it also shows how good you are. And you're good always, even sometimes when we can't see it. And so we're thankful for that. Again, thank you for signing day and all the work that goes into it, from coaches and athletes and parents, families, administration, all of that, just to make today special for these athletes. And so again, we thank you for the work that you continue to do in the school, and that you will continue to do in these young athletes' lives. And so we love you. In your name we pray. Amen.